Hey y'all, hope everybody's doing alright. Let's see if I got some light in here. I usually have the back light on, but I'm trying to see. Once again, lighting is not my thing. Hope everybody's doing alright, doing well. Get your G.I. Joe on, y'all. So today's video is about a new holster. Okay, so I've been carrying for years crossbreed holsters. Thoroughly enjoy them. They're great holsters. They last you a long time. Let's see. My first crossbreed holster was for a 1911, and that lasted a very long time. However, like everything else, it gives up the ghost, so I had to replace it. But when I replaced it for my carry duty pistol, which was the SIG P320. Now, this is, as you see, a very well-formed, well-worn crossbreed holster, and it still works right now. However, you know, like everything else, it gives up the ghost. So my tab here is broke, and what I wanted was a new holster, one that gave me easy use inside the waistband, and weapon specific, light specific, and specific, because Americans are actually pistolmen. We're not riflemen. We're not carrying rifles to Walmart. We're carrying pistols. So I wanted more of a duty grade type of setup that I wear all the time at work, to where, you know, I'd come home, I would take off my light, because this holster will not accommodate light. So I wanted to, I just didn't want to miss a beat. I wanted to go from one holster to another holster, try it out. If it don't work, I got a good holster. That's what I think, anyways. So I wanted a holster for my P320 with a Streamlight. This is a TLR1. I have TLR1 and TLR1 HLs, and so I started doing a lot of looking. I looked at the Filster Floodlight 2. I looked at the T-Rex Arms Iron side. Of course, that's outside waistband, which I'm fine with that. But I decided not to go with the outside carry, because, you know, when you carry outside, there is a, like, if you can imagine, and part 2's coming up on this, but if you can imagine, there's your body and there's your holster. Instead of it riding here, it's riding low. That's how I put it. So I started looking, and I was having a blasted ass time trying to find a holster to meet the needs of what I was looking for. So let me see here. I reckon it's mighty dark in this house. It's a Sunday morning. I don't know if y'all know Johnny Cash, but there's an old song called Sunday Morning Coming Down, written by Bob Dylan. Let's see. See if this is better. Alright, there's more lighting. Cool. So, now I didn't want to spend a lot of money, because I'm very money conscious right now. I think I'm more money conscious now than I've ever been. So I didn't want to go above, I didn't want that floodlight, the Filster Floodlight 2 price. I didn't want to go 100 plus. I wanted to keep it in the ballpark of 100 and under. Okay. So I started looking, and I was taking a big chance, because I am very much, you know, I thought about the Photon holster that they make for the Alien Gear makes, because I think they're duty grade. Their Duty Force holster is definitely the one to get, because Got a lot of good feedback from that holster over the time that I've been using it. No problems whatsoever. Highly recommend a holster. But I didn't go that route because it was still because of the fact it still was too expensive. Now you may go, wait a minute, the Photon holster is about $50 to $60, and you're right. But what I'm specifically speaking of is on the SIG P320, their holsters are for the holsters for the Streamlight 7A. If I remember that's the name of it, it's the compact model, and I did not want that. I didn't want no compact model. I don't want to spend another $100+ on the light. Okay, so I wanted the holster, not another light and holster. That put me over the $100 mark. So I took a chance on a company I've never dealt with before, and I ordered. I ordered a Werkz holster, WERKZ. I got it in black. Don't need to be fancy about color. Okay, it's IWB. It can be worn independence carry, which I don't like. I'm not an independence carry guy. I don't Mexican carry. If you want to know what that means, go look up my other videos, and it explains that. But I am a strong side carry guy. I'll be doing a couple more videos just on this holster. So right now I'm just going over the first part about it. So we came in, so I ordered it. Very plug and play, very simple to do on their website. And it said, your holster will arrive in 5 to 7 business days. This thing arrived in 3. All right, so apparently they're pretty quick. It's a very simple holster. It is retentions in the back here. It does have a molded bump. The guard, the tang of what I call this is not bad. It's the right height. The edges, smooth as butter, no sharp edges, no sharp edges on the inside. There's nothing that I see that could prevent your weapon from like snagging. Okay. Very simple. Very simple. Keep it simple, stupid is always the best holster. Now, you might hear a little bit of a click and not a very pronounced one, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So, like always, I get the holster and I put the gun in the holster. And then I tighten the way I do things is when I put my pistol in the holster, I tighten it down where I cannot get the gun out of the holster. Then I start slowly backing it out to where I can. Okay? And then, because I'm looking for tension but a smooth drop. So then, I spent the day yesterday walking around the house with the holster in my waist and the gun in there, and I just practiced drawing. And, well, that didn't go well. I couldn't get the gun out of the holster. So, I was really getting disappointed about that. Was unable to draw the weapon from the holster inside waistband. I could take the weapon outside and draw the holster with more ease. So doing that, obviously there's a pressure issue, right? Because you got the holster inside your waistband, and there's the belt, and here's the body, and they're doing a pancake. They're doing a press, so you're unable to get the gun out. So as I loosened my belt, one side would become less restricted. Then I could pull the gun out, but there were moments where I could literally just undo the belt and I couldn't get the gun out of the holster. So I started looking at what's wrong. So I backtracked a little bit. I took the retentions out of it completely, and I even opened it up. Like, I opened it up some, like I formed it out a little bit and held it open, and then just let it go back on its own. And it didn't close all the way, that's what I was hoping it wouldn't do. And then with my hand, I just finished closing it up, as you say, and then I was putting the pistol back into the holster, and then just trying to figure out, where is there a snag point? Is it my sights? I didn't think so, because these are standard sights. Naturally, it's not the optic, because there's not hitting. So is it the light? Is there something in here where the light is, and the body of the holster that's making contact is not working well with it? So then I set the holster aside, and I started looking at the light. And here's the PSA to this. Okay, my stream lights are, I have 2 Streamlight TLR1 HLs, and I have one that was an old Streamlight HL. And I also found this out with the Omni Blackhawk, okay? And this is how this got started. My old HL, and I believe my other 2 Streamlights, they have the old Streamlight mounting systems. And I should have brought my other Streamlight in here. But if you look here, you'll note that this is more flush. Where the original ones, there was more, it wasn't as flush. It was more, the lock mechanism protruded out. So like if this was the body of the light, it protrudes out about that much. And I'm like, okay, so let's try that. So I took my other Streamlight TLR1 HL off, and then I took my old HL and I inserted it. I was like, okay, we might have something, because this is a smoother insertion of the handgun into the holster. So then I put the pistol back inside the waistband, and I used core belt. So that was really also a good thing too, because I was able to play with the tension to the body and the holster. And what I found out was that I started drawing the weapon out. It was easier to draw. There were times where I couldn't get the gun out of the holster. I'm still trying to figure that out. That's why I'm doing multiple videos on this review. Right now, I'm not carrying this because I don't trust it. That doesn't mean I've done wrong in purchasing it. That doesn't mean you've done wrong in purchasing, or that doesn't mean you're wrong in thinking about purchasing the Werkz holster. I am merely, as the old school days and when I did YouTube, merely spending my money making videos, introducing you to possibilities that you need to think about and decide for yourself. I like the form, I like the fit, I like the form and the fit of the holster. It's not bulky, which is what I was afraid of. I thought this thing was going to be like, damn, I'm carrying a duty holster inside my waistband. I didn't feel any hot spot, and I carried it all day. I didn't find any hot spot. I didn't feel uncomfortable with it. I'm not used to this, because I do like the fact, like on the crossbreed here, your connection points are further out. And I feel like the further out you are, the better you are. Whereas my connection point is only here. Okay, so as I drew my pistol from the holster, I did feel that there was movement coming up. So that tang at the bottom of the connection right here was catching the belt, thank God, and not coming straight out of the my waistband. I'll be doing more on this. I'll be doing some practical, I'll be doing some videos on just a practical draw, unloaded. Always do stuff unloaded. When you're training, it's better to train unloaded than loaded. Okay, just like a baby who had to learn to roll over, who had to learn the strength to pull himself up, to crawl, and then pull themselves up, start walking, and then walking to running. That's exactly how you do with life when something's new. That's the way I think it is. Your minds may vary, but anyhow. So I'll be doing some more videos with presentation of draw, where this is comfortable for me, and we'll take it from there. Werkz Holster, WERKZ. Be back later, y'all.